All right now I just got off a live stream and I'm just uploading a thumbnail. I am ready to go eat, so I'm not really giving that much effort to the thumbnail. I can improve it later. Oh, I kind of like this one where I'm smiling. But I think I'm going to use this one. Like I said, I'm going to improve the thumbnail lights up on. So, you know, when I did the live streaming for 30 days, I just felt like I don't know if I felt like I was better at it or something like that. I'm just in a place right now where like am I not as great at doing live streams anymore? Sometimes like your perception is skewed. Like you could think a video you weren't speaking clearly or something in a video and then you watch it back and it's fine. You know, I haven't watched back my last live stream. I literally just got off of it. So I really don't know, you know. I don't know how I was talking and ultimately I have grace with myself even if I wasn't speaking as clearly because I am just in this space of like maintaining, like making sure I post, like stick with this schedule of like the amount of times I want to post in a week. That is like my priority. I'm not trying to be perfect right now. Um, I'm just not. So I don't mind saying if I didn't do as well. I really don't know. Like I said, my perception could be skewed. But what one thing I know is I know I said one thing that at least one person will feel like was helpful. That's all I can guarantee, you know? That's all I can guarantee. Let me zoom this back out. Oh, it's a little bit close. But feel free to ask me any questions. I'm just open to hearing them. I'm about to go make my plate. I'm going to switch my camera to my front camera, which is not as great. I can see all in my house. But yeah, that's just currently what's on my mind right now. And overall, like, I feel like the past 2 days, I've given myself a kind of break from content creation because it's literally what I think about every single day for multiple hours of the day. And I've just been focused on another little project for the past couple of days. So it was cool to be on a break, but I kind of feel like it affects, I don't like the word rusty is coming to my mind. And I'm afraid of saying that word a little bit because I don't want to put into anyone else's mind like, yeah, she's a little bit rusty with the live streaming. I just can't be afraid. I'm literally on live stream right now just to talk to whoever wants to just talk. That's why I said I might delete this later. But yeah, I feel like on that last live stream, I felt like I was a little bit rusty. And I guess what I was trying to say is when you live stream daily, you don't have no space and opportunity to get rusty. The last time I live streamed was Saturday and it's Thursday, you know? But my goal isn't to be a daily live streamer. So it was like, what is a girl supposed to do? And all of these thoughts I'm having, not even knowing if my last live stream is as unclear or bad as not even bad, like I don't think it was bad, but is as unclear as I think that it is currently in this moment. I don't know. I just feel like sometimes as content creators, I'll just speak for myself. Like I can be critical of myself and I just want to be great in all areas. Every single time I create a piece of content and put it out, I just want to be great. But I'm it's one thing to want to be great and like have this mindset of to be great, but let that I just can't let that stop me. You know, I don't want to let my perfectionism and want to be so quote unquote great get in the way and like get in my head too much, you know? I'm just flowing. Like I've recognized how much of a creative thing these videos are outside of just these informational, educational type of things. This is still a form of creation. And the thing about YouTube, they don't really care for the spontaneous, create when you feel like it type of thing. I'm learning that I have to learn to be creative on demand. And in order to be like that, that requires a certain type of lifestyle. It requires a lifestyle where you are just kind of constantly feeding your mind sources of inspiration, maybe the word is. I talked about it in my video, like tap into your creativity. To create on demand, you just constantly need to have inputs of things. It could be movies, TV shows, whatever it is that feed that creativity within you, you know? You can't just be in such a mundane, run of the mill routine because then your creativity will become stale and you will become stale. You don't want to be stale, you know? So that's what I'm learning. And it's just another like another thing. Like earlier in my YouTube journey on the road to 1000, I had recognized like if you really want YouTube to work, at least in the beginning, like if you want to do the groundwork to get your channel off the ground, you have to alter like everything in your life to make it work, not only from a like consistency standpoint. Like that was the first realization. Now when the realization is you have to alter your life to make sure you're always feeling creative enough to make these YouTube videos. And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Why did nobody like mention this part? And I feel like nobody mentioned it because it's hard to put into words. It's hard to put into words, and I could be the only person who's feeling this way. I could literally be the only person feeling this way, but I don't know. Um, can you guys hear me? Yeah, you guys can hear me. Marissa says, hello again. The last stream was helpful. I had to leave early, but what I caught, I enjoyed. Well, thank you for that confirmation, Marissa. Zaria, that's my best friend's name. Zaria, hi Nala. I know you're away from the screen right now, but this is the first live I caught, and can I just say your consistency and persistence has been insanely inspiring. Thank you so much. You know, maybe that's what I just need right now. Maybe that's why I'm on live right now. You guys didn't have to share these nice comments of just, what is the word? Validation. But I truly appreciate them. I really do. Um, I won't be on here long, but I definitely want to get out how I'm feeling. I just want to get it off of my chest. I want to let my food cool down a little bit. What else is on my mind? my relationship with the numbers has definitely gotten better. Like, I'm not as number crazy as I used to be when I first started YouTube. So I think that's a positive. But I don't know. Like, let me switch back the camera. I just feel like I'm just in the space of like, I have to keep the engine going. Me is the engine. And I have to, I'm over the hump. I'm over the hump of being monetized. It hasn't even been, what month is this? It's April. Oh my gosh, this month feels so long. It hasn't even been 30 days since I've been monetized, but I've just been in a place where I've done all this work, this dedication I've had to YouTube since November. I've had so much dedication to this platform that things have fell by the wayside. And I've spoken about this before, but like, so whether it be self-care, home care, talking to friends and family, those things have fell by the wayside to some degree, plus more. And I'm just in that phase of like, I gotta do YouTube, but I gotta pick up the pieces as well. I gotta make my life as normal as it can be as a YouTuber, you know? And that's taking time, that's taking brain space. When you're dedicated to something in a season, your brain is like, that's all we're really doing. All the energy that we have, most of it is going to go towards this thing that you have told us we're dedicated to. It's going to follow suit. And so now I'm telling my brain I'm still dedicated to YouTube, but we got to figure out how to do this other stuff on the side, you know? And it's just a weird place to be. It's a weird place to be. Marissa says, you're not the only one. It's nice to have other creatives to discuss these things with. I think we all feel we all feel it, but few people talk about it on YouTube. Yeah. Thank you for just like, again, the camaraderie. I can't even say that word. Camaraderie. I can't say the word, but just thank you for seconding what I'm saying, and just, yeah, it's just a weird space. And like, I ran into, she's someone that I can't call her my friend, but we fuck with each other for lack of better words. Like, but she's a creative here in Atlanta. And I ran into her today when I was out, and I noticed she had taken a break from Instagram. She used to be really active in her stories. And I saw her. I'm like, what's going on with you? It's good to see you. I see you're on a little bit of a sabbatical. And she's like, yeah, like, I just need that. She's like, I love what I do. And I'll never stop doing it, but I don't think I can continue anymore. And at least not continue in the same way I've been doing it. And we both kind of had a moment where we connected, like, right, I like just needing a break, just needing like a little bit of a break. And I'm not even, I personally can't even talk about breaks, because you will not see me take a break from YouTube anytime soon. I'm sorry. Though I feel this way, I don't need a break in terms of stopping with my output. That's a non-negotiable for me right now. My priority is posting content, because that part of the creative process, it needs to be automatic to me. When I had dinner with another YouTuber, not necessarily the one I was just talking about, the person, she's more in the design space. But when I had dinner with another YouTuber recently, I always admired her for her consistency. And when I said like, you're so consistent or something like that, she just shrugged her shoulders like, it's my job. It's my job. It's a job. If I don't do this content, then what, type of thing. And For me, whether the verbiage is it's a job or however I want to put it, me being consistent with YouTube is going to continue to unlock doors for me as it already has. I recorded a little video just talking about how I feel about reaching out to brands. There's a live stream on my channel about like still my strategy. I'm going to be a nano influencer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I came to the space this week where like I don't know if I want to approach it in the same way anymore. One, I don't feel like I have time to reach. Oh, like what is that? I don't feel like I have time to reach out to brands. Writing those emails and trying to pitch myself, that's a lot of work on top of my regular work of getting these YouTube videos out. And I just said to myself, like, and I heard another creator say around 5,000 subscribers, brands will start to reach out to you. Whether that's true or not, I'm 2,000 subscribers away from there. Like, I think I'm just going to wait for brands to reach out to me and take it from there. I just don't have the energy and the time to do that, to pitch myself. And it's not like I'm trying to make the most of my money when it comes to YouTube from brands, anyways. So, what's the point about that? The point is like, I'm not going to stop being consistent because this is going to open up doors for me, as I said. And one of those doors, eventually, in due time, God will make it so the universe is always conspiring on my behalf. When the time is right, a brand or brands will reach out to me and we can get to the bag in that way. It's not only about even, okay, you get a brand deal, oh, some money's coming. That's deliverables. They expect shit out of you that you got to do now, and you're on their time at that point. So it's like, why am I rushing to do that? When right now I'm on my time, I can stick by my own little expectations that I have for myself. When brands come into the picture, other expectations come into the picture, and it's already like, whoa. It's already like, whoa, to begin with. And but to the point of like this whole taking a break thing, I think it's just more so I'm ready to have an adventure or an experience that brings me so an injection of creative energy, just like a super injection of creative energy. That's just what I'm looking for personally right now. And I'll be getting it soon. I'm excited. I'm going on a little trippy trip. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, like, I don't know how long this phase will be of, I don't know how long this phase it will be of me just trying to like make my life normal while being a YouTuber. I don't know how. Each week that passes by, I see improvement in the other areas of my life. You know, this week I did the most laundry that I have all month. You know, I was on it. Um, I was on it way more. I remember one week this month, I'm like, yeah, I got to do laundry. I didn't do one load of laundry. I look up, it's Saturday, and I'm like, wow, look at all these clothes. I didn't do one load of laundry, you know? So it's like, I'm just waking up and becoming more aware, just trying to balance. I don't know if I believe in like balance. I try to be careful not to use that word, but just like sprinkling a little bit of my attention across the different things, you know, sprinkling my attention across the different little things that I have to handle. I love YouTube and I am dedicated to this platform right now, but it's like I can't neglect everything else. I just can't do it. Um, Lavender says, as a stay-at-home wife, part-time student, fur mom of 3, and being dedicated to YouTube on top of family, friends, and self-care, it's a new game to intertwine and balance it all. You know, that's what I'm saying. And I love the way you put like it's a new game. Yeah, like I remember the game of just aspiring to be a YouTuber and my little like, oh, work on a video here and there. Like it was just here and there doing the YouTube thing, just in the aspiration game of it. But now when you really enter the league, whoa, it's a different story. Hi, Keshna. I'm back. I'm just over here talking. I'm just chit chatting, you know? Lavender says, I think it's an essential process, though. It will come. It will come. Yeah. Yeah. The balance or whatever we're going to call it. I'm I'm looking forward to it coming for sure. And I am confident that it will come. It's just like I don't know when. And I feel like when I entered this phase of, you know, wearing the multiple hats in addition to YouTube and having to be dedicated to it, I thought like, all right, in the 4 weeks, I'll be good. You know, I'll have more of that sprinkle in other different areas of my life. And I won't just feel so imbalanced. But I'm recognizing it's going to take, you've been dedicated for YouTube for like 5+ months. It's going to take more than 4 weeks to kind of get things in line and in order the way that you want it to look like, you know? Marissa says, just out of curiosity, do you allow yourself like an actual weekend or 2 days a week off from YouTube like you would have with a traditional job? I think I do. Like the past 2 days, the past 2 days, you guys, Tuesday and Wednesday, I really did not think about YouTube for real, at least on the level that I do on a daily basis. All I did was plan my vacation. And when I'm planning a trip or just I'm the type of person like I get hyper fixated very easily, especially like with fashion things. If I'm looking for a specific type of thing, I have to look for it until I find it. If I can't think about nothing else, do nothing else until I find that specific thing. Um there's a comment. So there's this TikTok. Let me show you it. Perfect. Listen to the beginning of this TikTok. Okay.
So right now one thing about me is that I will get fixated on one thing and then just like hyper research it and try to find the perfect thing of that thing, if this makes sense. So right now
That's me. That's literally me. And on that TikTok, I commented, let me show y'all. I'm on a hyper research right now for a wool coat. That's how I found this video. And it has 259 likes. I'm a hyper researcher. And so since I'm planning this trip, I'm hyper researching every single thing. And I was like, typically, and that wasn't an intentional 2 day break, but I knew I had the leeway and the space to do something like that. So I just did it. Like I was on my, my content schedule wouldn't have suffered from me taking Tuesday and Wednesday to plan out this trip, you know? So I do it. To answer this question though, I have 2 days in the week where I could step away from YouTube pretty much. And I say pretty much because I do something in regards to building my brand, building my business, or doing content every single day. That's just the phase of life that I'm in right now. But yeah. Marissa says, that's good. I'm glad you're making time for yourself and you're planning a vacation. Those types of things always fill my creative tank. Yes, that's a beautiful way to put it. This vacation is so, I won't say random, but God answered a small little request I put out to him on the little sly. You ever had those moments where you're like, it would be cool if yada, yada, yada. And then all of a sudden, in a couple of days, that thing is happening, or you've gotten that thing that you were like, "Ooh, I want that," or those little small requests where you're not begging and pleading to God, please, please, please. It's just those little small ones. You're like, "Yeah, God, that would be nice if," and then He turns around and blesses you. I'm in the midst of one of those blessings, those types of blessings from God right now, because I just said to Him on the real, like, sneak tip, like, "Oh, I can't, I have a vacation coming up in a couple months from now," but I'm like, dang, that's so far. I want to go on vacation now. And he's made that happen. So I'm so grateful. And like you said, Marissa, it's going to fill my creative tank. It already is. The 2 days that I took away from it and just focusing on it, I remember saying to myself, like, it was nice to not think about my content and just use my brain for something else, you know? So I just want to, it's different, like doing a live stream and getting these things off my chest live because, for the people that are watching this live, it's just nice to connect with you guys. Thank you. And I just wanted that connection. And like, there's this thing called, like, in startup culture, like if you're starting a business or starting a brand, right? There's something called building in public. There's a phrase called building in public. And for me, this kind of video is like me building in public. It's not I'm an educational channel. So it's like when I create a video, I want it to have like a purpose type of thing. And to teach something in some way, even if I don't speak as clearly as I may think I should, you know? But this type of video right here is a version of me building in public. I wanted to share these things on my chest out loud for some reason, out loud for my community. If anyone taps in to listen, to hear, because this is the type of things that I'm going through. And it's not bad, but I know the community that I'm building is filled with other content creators, other entrepreneurs, other creative people doing shit. So it's just like, this is what I'm experiencing right now, but I'm happy, I'm happy. Like, I'm there's so many moments that I've had recently where it's like, Nala, you're doing it. Like, you're doing it. Remember I brought up, like, I was in the aspirational phase of doing YouTube. I was a wannabe YouTuber, a dibble dabble YouTuber, but now I'm a for real dead ass YouTuber. And I'm in awe, regardless of whatever the numbers is looking like. That's not even the that's not even important. I have so much joy in the fact that my daily activities, my weekly activities surround being a content creator and just building this brand out. Like, I love that. I love it so much. Keshan says, how much of your time is spent thinking about YouTube and your content? Like, the percentage that comes to my mind is 80%. And I can't even, I think I paused when I first heard that come up in my mind, because I'm like, am I exaggerating? But I honestly don't think so. I don't think so. I love content, and I'm in this season right now. The YouTuber that I had dinner with, she's been doing YouTube for a while now, and just hearing different things that she shared and her experience is like later in the YouTube journey, you pull back in certain aspects, but you gain that flexibility to do so. She could not post for 7 days and be a-okay. Or maybe her ad revenue isn't as high, but it's not, she's good, it's not hurting her. And my drive and my consistency and the reason I think about content is not the core of that isn't the money part, because it's still very early in this. I can't, like, the money that I'm making and my barely being 30 days of being monetized is not, it's something, but it's not what someone who's making that's been doing YouTube for 6+ years, you understand? So it's just like I'm just in that grind phase. And the way I am right now, I get it from a creator, the girl that started the whole YouTube changed my life thing. What's her name? Camilla Ray. I think in that video or in one of her videos, she was just like, when she was trying to get a job in marketing, she was like, I spent, maybe she said 80%. She's like, everything, 80% of my time went towards my goal of getting that job. And I just applied that to my life right now. Because she got the job, right? And it's just like the way I approach my productivity is like there's priorities here. And I can't prioritize everything at once. What's most important to me today, right now? And I go based off of that. So YouTube is my priority. And I'm thinking about it, and I feel like it's healthy for me. It was, my self-care was suffering way more in the beginning, but now guys, it's a big deal. You can see my hair. My hair is curly right now. Just bringing you in on how, like, I'm prioritizing self-care more these days. The fact that I washed my hair this morning. It had been 7 days since I last got my hair done. I tried to make an appointment. They wasn't having an appointment at the time where I could do it, and my scalp was getting I was like, it was itching. And I feel like usually in the past, I would just try and ignore it or say I don't have time to wash my hair, blah, blah, blah. Um, Hold on, let me send this text. I don't have time to wash my hair, but I'm like, today I'm like, no, Nala, you can wash your hair. It's not you. I've been natural for years now. Don't act like you don't know you haven't gotten the washing part of it all down to under 30 minutes. I washed, conditioned, and put leave-in conditioner in my hair in under 30 minutes. Um, so yeah, like I did that little 30 minutes of time because I told myself I knew I would feel better walking around with a clean scalp than just knowing like this shit is starting to, like, I'm getting ready to wanna, and I don't want to do that to my head. So that was a big moment of improvement in terms of my self-care. And another thing that I've been improving is I'll constantly be like, I don't have time. I don't have time. I say that a lot. Being a stay-at-home mom, feeling like I'm on my baby schedule. I got to work at night. It's easy for me to get into this space of like, I don't have time. But I've been making sure to correct my language and be like, I have time. Like, Nolly, you have a couple minutes to straighten up the house. I'm not asking you to clean down the entire house. I'm just saying straighten it up, you know? So, yeah. Zaria says off topic, but I just noticed you reached 100 uploads. That's a milestone we're celebrating. You know what, Zaria? I saw that today, earlier today, or last night or something. I did reach 100 videos. Come on. I got to do the YouTube, man. 100 videos. Let me screenshot. Wow. You know, it will be a year being on this YouTube channel, I think June, maybe June 11th. I can't remember. But June will make a year. I've been doing this YouTube thing. And it's like, wow, I did the 100 videos, guys. That is a milestone worth celebrating. And thank you for pointing that out because June 10th, 2023. So June 10th, 2024 will be a year. But thank you for pointing that out because it just makes me sit back and think like, ultimately, Nala, you're doing the work. And most of those videos happened within the past 5 months. So, I'm happy that I can see that testament. That's one number where it's like, I'm uploading. And that's the thing. I love that because my goal right now is to upload and post. Upload and post. Mod, we're back. We're back, Mod. I'm just over here talking. You know, I have my dinner right here, but I want to watch Abbott Elementary and eat my food. But I'm just making sure I get off my chest what I'm trying to say. Lavender says, I don't have time is a go-to excuse for me. LOL, my screen time always says different though. Right. You know? Right. But yeah, that's one of my new things. Like, stop saying you don't have time. Only say that when it's for real, because you just been in the cycle of being like, oh, I don't have time to do this and that. And I would say that so often when I was like super hyper focused on the channel, just trying to, the early days of YouTube, it's a real whirlwind. You're trying to learn how to make thumbnails and get comfortable talking to the channel and titles and this and that. Like, it's just a lot going on top of your regular life. So yeah. I feel better just expressing what's on my chest. You know, if anyone had any questions, feel free to ask them. But this really was just, I thought maybe people would come in potentially and ask questions, but that's all right if you don't have any. If you have any 2 cents you want to share, feel free to do that. I just feel more whole and complete. I am going on a trip. I think I mentioned that, and it's just bringing me so much excitement, you guys. It's bringing me so much excitement. I'm going to Miami, um, and I'm just looking forward to it. That place is so vibrant and so fun. It's so fun. So I just can't wait. Miami. Does anybody else like Miami? Hey, Miami. I just been doing that all week. Just happy to just begin out. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, so I love Atlanta, but I'm gonna go to the tropics, as close to the tropics as one can get without leaving the country. Michaela, how do you juggle mom life and YouTube? That's a good question. A good way of juggling that is I chose not to create mom life content. If I had chosen to do that mom content, it would have blurred the lines. Another way, so that's number one. And then I just learned like there's a time and a place for everything. Earlier in my YouTube journey, I would try and edit, and my little one, my daughter, she's around, and I would be like trying to edit and entertain her, and I'm like, this is too much. I'm stressed out. And I learned stuff like editing. I need dedicated focus time. So essentially, what I did is I identified like multitasking tasks, like what can I do while my daughter is awake, basically. Maybe that's respond to some comments, which I'm not the best at, but that's an example. So what can I do by multitasking? What are the things I need dedicated focus on? So in my editing example, I edit when she's sleeping or I film when she's sleeping. That's something I can't really do when she's awake. So I put those things in buckets. And then the other bucket is like easy tasks. So it's easy, multitasking, easy task, multitasking task, and focus task. I think are the buckets. Maybe I'm missing one. I have a video about it if you want to know more. But I manage my time like that. So like, for example, during the day, during her nap time, I have in my calendar, it's called like a nap block. And I'll do work. I know that I can get work done during that time. And then when she goes to sleep, if it's a sticky situation and I need to edit, she's watching Miss Rachel. I knew having kids young or before 30, they're gonna be a part of the grind. This isn't Bel Air and you coming into an already fixed up situation. You know, your mama and your daddy, they on the grind. We provide a wonderful life for her right now, but we trying to make it even better. So I just understood like these kids before like the true what is the name of the like Uncle Phil and them and tell us that and we living like that, like Carlton Banks, you on the grind with us, you know? So I'm just trying to get the video where I go more into like my calendar blocking because that's how kind of how I juggle it. And like I understand when there's mom time and when there's content time, but like when I'm watching her, if I could watch a video and put in my ear pod, I just need to get some knowledge about something going on in the YouTube space or my niche, I'll pop in the AirPod and listen to it and I could still be on my mom stuff, you know? And then the last thing I'll say about juggling mom life and YouTube life is so that link is the video where I go more into like the different buckets of how I manage my time and everything like that. Because it really is about time management. When you're a mom and you're doing YouTube, it's time management. But the last thing I'll say about it is when I became pregnant, I had a slight identity crisis. So I'm like, what the hell? I was in the process of trying to do YouTube when I got pregnant, and I'm like, bro, I'm literally trying to become a YouTuber, and now I have to understand who I am as my identity is shifting to being a whole mother. I was trying to shift to being a whole content creator. Now I have to be a mom. So I hit the major pause button on everything and had to understand like, okay, Nala as the mom, what is that going to look like? And I sat with that for a while and I had my baby. It took a while for me to like get out of that mist of like when it's just mom and baby, your baby needs you. And I woke up out of I'm like, I gotta get back to me. I gotta do my thing. And it's just like, I guess how I could say, me understanding that, yes, I'm a mom, but I'm who I was before I was a mom. My dreams that I had before I became a mom, those still have to happen. I can't get away from those. There is separation. I literally call being a mom, like when I call it my mom shift. That's work too. That's a job. One heck of a job. But that's my life as a mom. Me as a YouTuber, that's that. Both of them have to be fed. Mommy Nala does not override YouTuber Nala. They exist in the same being, and I make time for both of them to happen because both of them are important to me. Ultimately, you make time for what's important to you. Am I perfect as a mom every day? No, but someone told me like you're not going to be 100% every day. And when I heard that, so much stress was taken off of me because it's like I'm doing what I can for you. It's like when you become a mom, you have that super mom, I call it. Super mom was for me. I'm doing my mom shit, but I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm doing all this type of, what's her name? Um, Nara Smith. Is that her name on TikTok? I'm on my Nara Smith. That's Nara Smith, aka Supermom. And I had to tell myself, and because my mom is like that, I'm like, my mom works a corporate 9 to 5 job, has most of my life done that. Takes took care of me, had her husband, has her husband, you have your friends. I'm like, and then when I became a mom, I'm like, how the hell did you do all of that? And how are you doing that? And I had that vision in my mind where it's like, you got to be super mom right away. Super mom will come when super mom comes. Okay. So I just took a lot of pressure off of myself and it has allowed me to thrive. I can't be perfect. God is perfect. And I do my best to be that, but just letting go of perfectionism. Wow. Okay, but back to Miami. Miami is beautiful. Enjoy yourself. Oh, yes, Miami is fun. Al Fine says, start singing Will Smith's song. LOL, never been to Miami, but it looks like a vibe. Speaking of my mom, I haven't really been back to Miami since my mom would be like funding the whole thing. Oh, the good old days. But this is my first time going to Miami as a true adult. And I'm excited for it, guys. I'm so excited. I made it family friendly. So me, my daughter, and my husband, we can all enjoy it, you know? Basically, I'm gonna do what I do here in Miami, but with a little Miami twist. Instead of going to like the park, we're going to the beach. You know, so I'm excited for that. And I just feel so much better, guys. Not that I felt some type of way, but maybe I did. I'm happy to be talking with you guys. One thing that's so beautiful about YouTube and going live is this connection. I feel connected to all of you right now. Lavender says, it's been so long. And that's one thing I miss about live streaming every day. I can connect with you guys every day. Shelly, you live close to Miami? What, you live in Fort Lauderdale? Lavender says, failing forward is one of my fave gems from you. Supermom will come. You're doing great. Enjoy that vacay. Thank you. Yes. Failing forward. That's a new one. I mean, that's a good one. So one thing I want to share with you guys, like I'm telling you, I'm going to Miami. If you guys have any ideas, you know, I try to put I basically want to make like a Miami guide because I looked into so many different things, but I'm like that's the thing about niching sometimes. I want to create like a video where it's like family friendly Miami vacation, everything you need to know. But that has nothing to do with YouTube. I'm still going to create the content, but it's like I don't have anywhere to really post it. And I don't need the suggestion. I'm not making a family channel. I'm not ready to do my mom channel. I'm going to try, I have to come up with like, how am I going to use this Miami trip and like maybe create some content with it, you know? Oh, I have made the idea that I'm going to like do a blog or like a written form of like my Miami guide and just casually mention in a video that maybe I film in Miami that's about my niche. If you want a Miami guide, you can find it in the link in my description box. So that's one idea that I have that I'm going to do. But I wanted to know if you guys had any ideas of how like me wanting to share my Miami finds. Like, y'all, I've been digging because Miami, people say it's expensive, but that's just so relative. Like, what does that even mean? But I've been making sure, like, because I just kind of want to, we have our, in your city, you could go here and it's like, it's fine. It's like a 12 little dollar meal or something. It's still good. And then you can go somewhere where it's like $30 per meal. I made sure to find like the $12 meal spots, as well as some more fun, more expensive places to eat. But I found like some like, all right, we not breaking the bank just to eat some food, you know? So I love that type of stuff. And I want to share it. Keshna says tie it into the personal brand. That's a good idea. That gives me some ideas. I wonder how I'm going to do that. But that's a good idea. Marissa says maybe frame it as taking a break from YouTube to recharge your creative battery. I thought of that. But the thing is, guys, you won't even be able to know when I took the break because I'm still going to have, you'll only know that I've gone to Miami when you see me. I'm filming content there, but I'm batching. I'm going to batch record, guys, so that when I go on vacation, I still upload, and I'm still in a live stream while I'm in Miami. So I guess you'll know I'm there, you know. Or maybe I won't live stream, but I'm 9 times out of 10 gonna live stream. I thought about maybe showing my batch creation process to get ready to go on vacation. I thought about doing that. Terriel, hi. Thank you for saying the hair is beautiful. I miss you too. You and Shelly. I used to be able to connect with you guys when I would live stream every day. Okay, about the recharging my battery, because that's what I'm doing. But I don't want to create a vlog. That's the only thing. I want to share what I'm doing. Like, we're going to do the little blog post for like the detailed stuff, but like the actual video, I don't really want it to be a vlog though. So maybe it'll just be like a little chit chat conversation with some B-roll. Maybe we could do that. Yeah, maybe we could do that, Terriel says, how do you go about collaborating with other creators for your lives? Did you reach out to them, and how? One of them reached out to me via email. One of them, we were talking, getting ready to like just meet with each other monthly to just have connection as YouTubers. And I said, let's do a live. And then another collaboration I'm working on, I just reached out via email because we had a similar video. It's the personal website video. I'm going to be talking about a personal website again on a live stream with someone who had a similar video. I said, let's link up. My personal website video didn't hit the way I thought it would. And I'm thinking, you made a video on it. It did a little bit better. Maybe if we collaborate, it can hit a little bit harder, So I just reach out to them and email them. Just email. And it's like the worst people could say is no, but it's like, I just be like, let's link up. I do a draft of my email in ChatGPT and be like, ChatGPT, make this sound clear and decent, and tweak it after that and send it off. Zari says, or maybe show how the workflow changes away from home. Ooh, I like that. I like that. That's great. I like that one, Zaria. Ooh, because the thing is, I am gonna take a vacation, but I do this, you guys. This is me. I am a content creator. So regardless if I'm on vacation or not, like one of the things I have to do to prep is Okay, you're going to Miami, you're going somewhere else. How can you use that as an opportunity not only to relax, but to enhance your content or do something content related? Guys, I'm just sharing, I'm spilling the beans right now. Does anybody know Monroe Steele? If I don't get one person to say they know Monroe Steele, I might keep this on the hush. Does anyone know Monroe Steele? I'm going to pull up her channel. And it's similar to the topic that we just kind of talked about. Let me see. Let me share my screen. I'm over here talking to you guys. This is why I be up so late. Do you guys know Monroe Steele? She be in Miami. All right. Marissa said, I know Monroe. Yes. Guess what I'm about to do? We talking about shooting shots. It's just ETV. Oh no, that's something else. Where's the question? Now, Terry asks, how did you go about collaborating with other creators? I'm about to shoot my shot to Monroe Steele and ask her, can we sit down? Can I do like a little interview? I would love to get your like top tips for content creators type of thing. You've been doing this for a while. You have such a natural energy on camera. Can I sit down with you? Look, guys, she has 122K subscribers. This is when we talk about the big leagues of YouTube, Monroe is in the big leagues of YouTube. But I respect her. She's great. And I'm gonna shoot my shot. I'm gonna send her an email and be like, hey, I'm coming to Miami. Can we sit down? And she can ignore me. She could say no. She could say she's not interested. She can say how sweet. She can say yes. You may have heard me say my guiding little phrase of 2024 is like, what if it all goes well? So I'm going to shoot my shot. I think it would be wonderful to have her, a piece of content with her on the channel and just get her insight and just talk to her as a woman who's made a living. And let me add her to this table. A woman that's made a living and she does this full time, and you can tell the passion she has behind it. And I think just getting her insight and just having a conversation would be wonderful for my channel. You know, I can't, I don't know what she's gonna do, what she's gonna say, but I'm, 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 I'm shooting my shot. Abigail, you are too sweet. Thank you so much for the super chat. Hello. I just feel like some of you guys, I'm like, it's like, yo, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while type of thing. I haven't been able to connect with Abigail in a minute, but it's probably been like 12 days. But in YouTube days, 12 days feels like a month. Thank you, Abigail, for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you. As Maud said, thank you for your donation. And Maud is just so, she's just such a great sis, a YouTube sis to have. So wonderful. Elisa, good evening. Love your hair. Thank you guys. Like I can rock with this. I don't know if you guys see my last video. I'm gonna probably change the thumbnail on it. But I showed y'all pictures of like when I used to turn my hair curly and it was big. And I don't mind doing it like this when it's big. Let me see. Just in case you haven't seen those pictures. That's probably not a good one. Mm-mm-mm. One second, guys. But yeah, that's me when I cut my hair for the second time. That's me with an afro. I'm sorry, guys. I'm mad. I could be mad spooky sometimes. Okay, I had to close my damn window. The hell? All right. Anyways, so the curly hair that happened at the hair salon didn't work out for me, but when it's big, like I showed this picture, I got to do the YouTube hand. I showed this picture right here. Um, I didn't show this picture exactly, but I showed a similar one. You see? So when it's big, when my hair is big, I don't mind wearing it curly, but it can't be all shrunken up like that. I love the curl definition I had with it, but I need that big fullness. Now, this is not going to last that long, and that's my problem. That's my problem. I don't want to have to do a wash and go every day. That doesn't work for me. Okay. But Alyssa says, I saw that gorgeous. I liked your idea of at least having a go-to curly style. Mine is slicked or a messy high bun. Yeah. This would work, I think, or slicked. That's also what I said. Um, Marissa said, wouldn't it be so cool if Monroe Steele came to your channel to talk about creating a consistent style for YouTube? Y'all are coming with the heat. That's even better. That's an even better proposition. And then within that conversation, I can get her little content creator tips and things like that. I love that. I feel more empowered to shoot my shot. You know, if nothing happens, whatever. Whatever. Alyssa says you had me down a whole rabbit hole researching signature hairstyles. Think Anna Wintour. Incredible example. Incredible example. I mean, how iconic does it get when it comes to signature hairstyles and Anna Wintour? If you guys don't know who that is, I don't mind pulling her up. Oh, I don't mind pulling her up. But yes, I love the idea for Monroe Steele to do that. I'm so excited to, and all, I mean, I don't know how else to do it besides send her an email. I'm just showing you guys Anna Wintour real quick, just so you can be like, I don't know who that is. This is Anna Wintour. You might have seen her before, but you don't know her name. But you guys are amazing. Anybody want to say anything else? I got to start going to bed at a decent time. That's one thing I do know. That will happen. It's because I work on my content at this time, but this is my time to be child free. And I be soaking it on up. I love being a content creator, and it just feels, even though I don't know how, like, I might repeat something I said already, but even though I don't know how long this phase will be, when it's like the calibration of life with YouTube, making it all be a little bit more effortless and flow better, I'm going to ride the wave and just enjoy it the way that I can. I'm just going to enjoy it because ultimately I'm happy to be doing something that I've always wanted to do. And I'm not going to stop posting videos, even if the delivery isn't perfect and I didn't spend hours planning out each bullet point. Like, I'm showing up. Like, this is showing up season. I just want to let you guys know I have a video I'm working on like creating a uniform for YouTube videos, and I'm so excited about that one. I'm just talking about random stuff, but if y'all, I took a break from Madewell, but please go to Madewell. I'm telling you, they got the heat in Madewell. I was walking by today. I'm like, what y'all got over here? And I went into Madewell. I'm just getting this little belt. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. But once I get off the phone with you guys, or get off YouTube with y'all, I'm going to be seeing if this belt that I got works. The criteria for this belt, because the way I build my wardrobe, I'm a capsule wardrobe type of person. I don't just be buying shit just to be buying shit. And I don't have like 6 different capsule wardrobes. I have to like work with what I have. One of the pieces that's missing from my wardrobe right now is a belt. So I was in Madewell. What caught my eye in the window was a belt. And I'm like, let me go see what they got in here, because I thought I would have to order a belt online. I thought it was going to cost more than this one. And I ended up, there was only one of this belt left. And it's such a nice chocolate brown, which I've come to notice looks really well with my skin. When I get off of the FaceTime, get off of this with y'all, I'm going to try on like so many outfits and see if this works with it. I like this belt because it's one of those belts where the loop is like where you put it. And some of my pants, they fall differently on my body. And, I'm a mom. I'm still dealing with some postpartum. My body may change, I might shrink it up a little bit. Hopefully, all we're doing is shrinking, but things fluctuate. And I love that this kind of can work with those fluctuations. I'm a gold girl. I guess you can tell my wedding rings are gold. And this is more of like what would you say this is? Like a brassy type of gold, which I thought might work more because the other gold they had looked a little bit. And I like this one. And I guess I brought it like this is the only one left because maybe the folks was like, This is the one. So we'll see if this works with my wardrobe. I don't know if it will. I feel like belts are one of the hardest things to like get an accessory for. And I just don't want to have to buy multiple belts. I just kind of want to start with one that works well and then get more belts for fun. I'm looking forward to doing that. I really am. It's going to be pretty fun. While watching Abbott Elementary. Oh, I don't have a dessert. Text husband. Are you near anywhere with dessert? 2 eyes emoji. Okay. Let me see what you guys are saying. Or, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Just want to say well done. I've been watching your channel and it's been inspiring for me. Thank you so much for saying that. Adeleke. I probably tried too hard to pronounce that. Thank you for that. This positive energy. I know exactly what you're saying with these emojis, and I thank you. Terry O'Shea says, how's your mic connected to your live stream? Does it give you that option in StreamYard? So in StreamYard, how can I show you this? Let me see. I want to explain it while showing you. So I'm going to switch my camera real quick. And let's see what I can do. So this is my video camera right here, right? This is my video camera. And this cord right here attaches my camera to my computer. This right here is my receiver for my microphone, which is attached to my camera, right? That's how my microphone is working. So in StreamYard, it asks you, where's the audio coming from? And I just click my camera, which technically means it's coming from my microphone. So I hope that answers your question. StreamYard does give you the option, but it's not like my microphone. My microphone isn't connected to the StreamYard. It's connected to my camera, which is connected to StreamYard. I hope that makes sense. Okay, Elisa says, super cute belt, and I love that you're addressing your body now and choosing items you can keep using for years. Yes, that's my whole thing. You guys, this dress that I'm wearing, I wore this to my baby shower, which was called a pre-parenthood party. I didn't really like the term baby shower. And if you want to go on my Instagram, I have a little reel showing my pre-parenthood party. If you're ever curious, but you can literally see I'm wearing this dress. And that was back in 2022, you know. And this dress still works now. So I've been trying to build my wardrobe in that way for a little while. Let me see. Huh? I'm on live. It's okay. What? So you didn't get my text? You didn't get my text? Here's the little reel. I put it in the chat if you want to see my little pre-parenthood party. My husband just came in. Can you pop your head out just a little bit? Just say hello. He proposed to me at our baby shower, guys. So I made a little reel about it. Isn't he sweet? But we're getting off topic. So no, you guys weren't near a place with dessert?
trying to think of what's open. Ooh, did we have to? Today's closes at 8:30.
Do they?
Let me check. Oh, yeah, that's 5 minutes out. It closes at 1. It's Thursday. We'll close already.
Yeah, it closes at midnight. It's okay. Oh, Elisa, you're a postpartum doula. We had a doula to deliver our daughter, which is one of the best decisions we ever made. Terrell says, when I clicked on audio, it was defaulted to computer mic and my camera was an option on the audio drop down. So that's why I was asking. Thank you. Yeah. To your point, Terrell, maybe do you have to connect a cord to your computer to get it to work on your computer? Everyone's camera is different, but I had to use a cord to connect my camera. But yeah, guys, I guess now that I'm not here alone anymore, I should get off alive. And I'll enjoy the rest of the night. Hopefully I get some dessert. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really loved this community time with you all. And thank you for just listening out to me. Keshna said something earlier. She said, I didn't read this. For what it's worth, don't delete. I gotta go to sleep if I want to get my me time at 4:30 a.m. Otherwise, I guess I'm missing out. Enjoy your dinner. It's always fun at Club YouTube. That's a good way to end it. I'll leave it up for the time being. Thank you so much, Maud. Good night to you, Maud, and good night to everyone else. And let's keep going. Bye-bye, guys.